Today we're going to try something different as opposed to soda or beef jerky. We're going to try chocolate. I actually found these at a place that I worked at very briefly. Thought, what the hell, I'll give these a try, despite the fact they were $4 a piece. And we are talking about Hammond's chocolate bars.
John Hammond, and I'm delighted to meet you.
Now, I honestly don't know anything about these guys other than the fact that they're from Denver, Colorado, which is part of what made me want to try them. I had never heard of them even whenever I lived in Colorado, so how do I not know about these people?
Who are these people?
And we're just going to go ahead and dig right in, and strangely, we have no standard. They don't have a regular milk chocolate or even a regular dark chocolate bar. So we're gonna go with what is basically the closest I could get to a standard milk chocolate with malted milk. I legitimately don't know what to expect. I've never had a malted milk candy bar before. It unwraps nicely, although the candy bar is already kind of broken. So let's take a look at the part that's not broken. And you just get a candy bar with a fairly generic looking H on it. Nothing terribly impressive.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
It smells like the cheap chocolate you get on Easter. Oh, I broke it and fucking crumbs went flying. All right, well, that's definitely a knock against that. I have to fucking vacuum out my keyboard now. All right, well, let's see what this is all about. This tastes stale, and I don't necessarily think that it is stale. I think this is by design. There is a textural thing here going on where I can like feel the malt, and I think that the taste is adding to the staleness flavor that I'm getting here. And it tastes like that Easter candy once it's been sitting in your cupboard for a few months. And these are not expired. These are still good for several months, and I just bought these fairly recently, so I don't know what the deal is. I guess these just taste like that. Honestly, a disappointing start for a candy bar. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I paid $4 for this fucking thing. Hammond's Malted Milkshake Milk Chocolate with Malted Milk Candy Bar. A mouthful, and more than one respect, I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. I did not enjoy this, but somebody might find this suitable if they didn't pay for it. Next up down the milk chocolate line is Seaside Caramel Milk Chocolate with Sea Salt. And I am one of those people who do occasionally like to have salt with their chocolate. So let's see if we can maybe bounce back a little bit from that malted milkshake fiasco. This one is not necessarily broken. Oh, no, it is. It is broken. But this one actually looks like it has some caramel right in the middle there. So you get the nice little cross section immediately. So I'll go ahead and give them a break. They made my job a little easier. Still has that Easter candy smell I was talking about. All right, let's dig in. Honestly, this is not bad. The caramel is really the overpowering flavor out of all three things that you taste, which is the caramel, the salt, and the chocolate. The chocolate is honestly the third thing that you taste, but the salt doesn't overpower the chocolate too much. Well, we gotta check the stickiness of this caramel. All right, not too sticky. So if your kids get this everywhere, it won't be a huge pain in the ass to clean up. Actually, this is a pretty good candy bar. We might finally be getting our money's worth for that $4. Hammond's Seaside Caramel Milk Chocolate with Sea Salt. I am giving this a 7 out of 10. It could improve a little bit, but it's pretty good. I would probably buy this.
We're gonna make a fortune with this chocolate bar.
Next up is Hammond's Midnight Snack. Milk chocolate with pretzel, cookie, brittle, marshmallow, and I didn't read what the fuck that last word was. What was it? Cereal. And already I have an issue with this candy bar. The name itself needs a rebranding, and I'll tell you why. When I think of the term midnight in association with the candy bar, I instantly think dark chocolate, and I think that most Americans would feel the same way as me. I see what they're doing here. They just have a bunch of random stuff in here that you would like eat for a midnight snack, and that's where they get the name from. But I think unless you're willing to go the dark chocolate route for this, don't call it midnight snack. You're just gonna confuse people and piss them off. I think for something like this, you either need to put in the dark chocolate or call it something like the kitchen sink, which would not be out of brand for something like Hammond's because they have a candy bar that, unfortunately, while I don't have it, is called Pig and Taters, which is basically potato chips and bacon. So Hammond's, pro tip, maybe work on this.
You patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a...
Chocolate bar.
And now you're selling it. You're going to sell it.
Oh, finally, we get a candy bar that's not broken. You can actually see, maybe not on camera if I try to show you this, but there are little bits you can see on the outside. Definitely on the bottom side, you pick it up a lot better. This actually smells even more like the Easter candy, stale candy vibe that I've been going on about. What is going on? All right, nothing in the middle, but has a nice, satisfying rip to it. Crumbs didn't fucking go everywhere. All right, let's see. What in the fuck? I think you've gone too far, Hammonds. I think you've just compounded sweet with sweet with sweet with sweet, and you tried to compensate by putting some salty with the pretzel, and then the cereal is just really, really confusing my palate here. I don't like this. I really don't. I don't even want to take another bite just for an objective point of view. I'm actually starting to get a little bit of a sugar rush just from that bite.
I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes.
I legitimately don't know who the audience would be for this. I think that you would have to give this to some kid with a less than discerning palate, but then why are you giving a kid a $4 candy bar? Just give him a fucking Crunch Bar. Hammond's Midnight Snack, milk chocolate, pretzel cookie, brittle, marshmallow, and cereal. I'm giving you a 1 out of 10. That was awful. I never want to see that again. Moving on to our dark chocolate selection, we have Hammond Seaside Caramel. Some of that cereal and that other candy bar is kind of stuck in my throat. All right, let's try this again. Hammond Seaside Caramel Dark Chocolate with sea salt. That's what we've got this time, the dark chocolate component compared to the milk chocolate version of this. I like the milk chocolate version. So far, it's been the only one of these I've actually liked. Let's see if the dark chocolate one holds its weight. All right, this one's not broken. That's a good sign. The dark chocolate one smells exactly the same as the milk chocolate ones. I wonder if this is any different. All right, well, it broke really easily, but there doesn't appear to be as much caramel in this one. Look, very, very slim. All right. I can taste virtually no difference between this one and the milk chocolate one. So I'm going to actually pull back the milk chocolate one for comparison. Here's what I think they did. This is basically the same chocolate, but they put a little bit more sugar in the chocolate on the milk chocolate one than they did the dark chocolate. And in addition to, they put a little less caramel in the dark chocolate one than they did the milk chocolate one. But virtually the taste is exactly the same. It is my contention, without having any basis in fact to back this up, that this is not dark chocolate. It's still pretty good, but I wouldn't argue as good as the milk chocolate counterpart, which is kind of sad because I really like dark chocolate more than milk chocolate. So let that speak to the quality of this. I don't think that they really made a dark chocolate bar. I think they made an imitation dark chocolate bar for $4. Hammond Seaside Caramel, dark chocolate with sea salt. I am giving you a 5 out of 10 because I think you were an imitator at this point. And the last candy bar we've got is another dark chocolate bar, peanut butter cup, dark chocolate with peanut butter. Wait, what? I had to pause. The name of the candy bar is peanut butter cup, but then under there where they describe what the contents of said candy bar are, dark chocolate with peanut butter cup. So what, did they make a peanut butter cup and chop it up and put it into the dark chocolate bar? In which case you just named a candy bar after one of the ingredients in the candy bar. All right, you know what, Hammonds, you're really just pissing me off with your pretentiousness. You can't even give me a candy bar that is not just fucking cracked in the middle every time I open it. And at least we have a good cross section right there. I don't know, I assume that's the peanut butter in the middle. Smells exactly the same as every other goddamn candy bar we've smelled. All right, bottoms up. I'll tell you exactly what this reminds me of. I keep talking about Easter candies, but you know, like those little hearts you get on Valentine's Day, and those little chocolates that come in them, and they have those like peanut butter ones sometimes in there that are never really good? That's the exact taste I get from this. the peanut butter and the imitation dark chocolate, the exact same imitation dark chocolate taste you get from the other one that we had, it does not come together. There is not anything about this I like, and I am disappointed because this is a combination I feel I should love.
That is one big pile of shit.
Honestly, this might be the most disappointing review I have done to this day. How do you manage to fuck up a chocolate bar so bad? It's a chocolate bar! Like, people have been making this shit for hundreds of years now. And you're gonna charge $4 a bar for this? Oh, fuck off, Hammond. Just fuck off. Hammond's Peanut Butter Cup Dark Chocolate with Peanut Butter Cup. I'm giving you a 0 out of 10. Fuck off. Just fuck off.
After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your
Chocolate bar.
Finally, I will disclose that I did reach out to this company prior to making this review, and they did actually respond, and they offered to send me some candy bars, which I told them I already had, so I'm not entirely sure why they offered. But they never actually came through and sent me anything, so I guess thank you? Either way, it didn't influence my opinion. I genuinely hated almost every one of these candy bars, except the milk chocolate with sea salt, seaside caramel one. That one, this one I actually like. This one I would probably buy again. Everything else, fuck off. You would have to lower the price by half for me to even consider buying these again. That's our review for today. Tune back next time, and I will be doing something rather different. Plantain chips. So be sure that you hit that subscribe button down below so you get notified the next time that I do one of these reviews. You don't want to miss out on these things.